Our ability to read feline body language is critical. In many ways, it can be essential with respect to understanding the wants and needs of a cat. It can also prove significant, as body language can provide a glimpse into how a cat is feeling. Body language can reveal the first outward sign of a potential health issue. But what about reversing the roles? Are cats able to read our body language? And if so, what can they learn from us? Putting a spin on a very familiar topic, and I've got you covered. Stay tuned. In order for your cat, any cat, to be able to read and understand your body language, the cat must first be able to see your body language, recognize the movements, recognize your face, and with that, we've hit our very first speed bump. Unless you have something incredibly distinct about your body language and overall body movements, your cat will not be able to read your body language, what your movements really mean, and any message that you're attempting to convey. Cats are far more keen on how you smell and the sound of your voice compared to what they see. The recognition of body language requires vision of several inches to several feet away in great detail. Felines have very blurry distance vision, thus making it almost impossible to sort of pick us up from a few feet away, let's say, with respect to our detailed body movements. Your cat, they probably know it's you, but how you move doesn't mean all that much. To be honest, if they could see it, it likely wouldn't mean anything. Body language, that's our bread and butter. Cats aren't wired to pay attention to you, and as stated, it doesn't really matter one way or the other if you can't really see it at all. If cats do respond to our appearance, it likely occurs when something appears to be drastically different. In layman's terms, the shape is wrong, the colors are different. Has your cat ever seen you dressed in a way that it is a bit atypical for the association that they have with you? Did you show up in a suit one day, a very nice dress? How about a heavy winter coat? Is your cat used to seeing you in shorts, and one day you just walk up wearing a pair of jeans? While the response isn't based on body language, it is based on the fact that something is different. The visual they're used to seeing is a bit off. Have you ever entered the home carrying a large box, carrying some lawn tools? If your pet has taken a few steps back and displayed a look of fear, there's a respectable chance that the fear has nothing to do with what you're carrying, but really how it looks. If you take on an unfamiliar appearance, your cat could move away from you until they get a read on your scent and hear your voice. With respect to your face, this is another speed bump in the road. Most cats are not able to tell their owners apart from a total stranger with respect to facial recognition. Recognition of this nature runs at about 40%. This is yet another reason why cats reading human body language is highly unlikely. Of course, what is interesting is that while most cats are unable to identify the exact face of their owner, they can recognize visually many times one cat from another. This could be due to the fact that cats live eye to eye with each other and are not positioned several feet above the way that humans are. With respect to body language, what can be stated as true is that cats react to physical touch, and that part of your body language can be identifiable. If you've owned your cat long enough, you'll be able to pet your cat in certain ways where your pet can recognize your style. They'll remember the feel of your hands. And while so much of this does harken back to scent, the way you smell, your petting style is somewhat like a calling card. There's a strong chance that your cat can tell the difference between your physical affection compared to someone else. Here on the channel, I've mentioned in the past how and why some people are cat magnets. Once you remove physical appearance from the equation, at least detailed appearance, all you really have left is what your cat hears and what they smell. And sometimes, let's be honest, you can't really control the latter, because that can be a feline's personal preference. What defines a safe scent is really anyone's guess. Your voice, that's the key, and also the absence of aggression, anything that a cat would find non-threatening. Because while a detailed picture of how you appear won't be in the cards, what will be in the cards is your demeanor. And you don't always need perfect vision to understand the difference between calm and chaos. Cats are not drawn to the drama. This is why small children and felines don't often mix too well. Running around, arms and legs flailing, just screaming. Cats can sense when someone is just a bit too much, and this can cause anxiety. So, if you want to get off on the good foot with a cat, most any cat, bring that soft and calming voice to the table, and just be nice and easy with your body control. Less is more. The less animated, the better. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what are your thoughts on this topic? I'll ask this. Do you think a cat needs to have clear vision of you, in order to read your body language? This topic is interesting because how literal do you really want to take all of this? The reason that we can read the body language of cats, and especially other people, it's all about the visuals, but it's also about understanding the general concept of what certain things mean. As an example, if someone gives me the eye roll, which I'm sure 90% of you give me the eye roll when you're listening to these videos, but my first reaction would be to assume that you're sick of me, right? Pretty much in no uncertain terms. That part of things has less to do with what I'm seeing, but most everything to do with what I know about the classic eye roll and what it means. Without the meaning behind each bit of body language, all you're really left with are body movements with no identity. If nothing was ever assigned to the eye roll, then people could do it all day and it wouldn't mean anything to anyone. This is why even if cats had that perfect picture, the detailed image of us, would they understand our body language? This is where the problem truly lies. In order for a cat to truly read our body language, they'd have to understand it. That's the tough part. They'd have to see the body language, whatever it is, repeated numerous times and coupled with some form of association. That's asking an awful lot, especially when everything here is based on visuals alone. Once again, to the audience, your thoughts on this topic, please share in the comment section below. And hey, if you have a different take based on your own personal experiences, then by all means, I'm anxious to read it and understand your perspective. If you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.